Welcome back, and if I sound a little under the weather right now, that's because I am. Uh, yeah, final stages of food poisoning, and yeah, if anybody's followed me on Twitter, you know. Anyway, I'm trying to do the best I can for this video, so my apologies. Continuing on with the 486 build-off. I know it does not look like one, but trust me, it is. So we got a little note in here with this one. This is one that I picked up at the e-waste recycler. Anyway, got a little note on here. It has a Video Diamond Viper VLB 2 megabyte card. It has 16 megabytes of RAM. It's a 486 DX266, 256K of internal cache. Onboard ID, floppy controller, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, the important part of this, can't get into setup, seems to auto-detect everything. IDE 2 doesn't work right. Well, I kind of already figured this one out. So let's pop the hood under this thing and we will show you. So here we are, literally under the hood. And you can see, everything looks about right here. I am very familiar with this motherboard here. This was actually the same setup that Micron used in a lot of their systems back in the day. And of course, it has the infamous Dallas clock chip down in here. And that will cause a lot of your issues with trying to get into this system. It does go into BIOS, but it will not save anything in there. Not even for a second. For whatever reason, whenever this thing does a reset on that, it wipes everything off unless you have a battery in there to store it. There's just no way to save it without that battery. So you guessed it, I'm going to do the hard mod to it and Dremel out the pins on it and install a clock cell battery. Or a coin cell battery. So that is where we are with it. It does have a Maxtor hard drive. It auto detects it as a 40 megabyte drive. It very well could be. Unfortunately on this system, it has these rails right here, which I despise these stupid rails. So I either need to get onto Thingiverse and find some to 3D print out here for it, or see how good my creation skills are, which, yeah, they're not. My creation skills suck. So, I'm more of the mechanical end of things. But, everything does seem to work. It boots up. It asks you if there's a password in it. You can say yes or no. If you say yes, it wants you to enter in a new password, then it'll lose it, of course. If you say no, it'll prompt you into the BIOS and tell you to enter in everything. Then you go to restart it and it loses everything. So I'm pretty sure this clock cell battery is our problem. So let's hard mod this thing and get it up and running. Okay, now that we got the wires attached to the Dallas clock chip, good. Connect the final wire here, and you guessed it, flip the switch. And the same thing that was asked before. Run setup. Okay, time to enter in the time. Close enough. Alright, we do have a 5 1/4 in here. Guessing it's probably the 1.2 megabyte version. 3.5, auto configured. It already picked that drive up, which is nice. So, I guess it's time to, well, let's see system information here. Cool. All looks good. Now F4, save it, and see if it goes all the way through. There we go. So that was a simple fix for this system. Of course, it helps knowing that system board will not function without a functioning, working Dallas clock chip. So, it's just something I learned over time. And I guess we should probably put some games on here of some kind. I'm going to go ahead and put a sound card in. And I'm just going to do some basic games. I'm not going to do any of the 3D games in here. I know this video card would gladly take it, but I think we're just going to do something simple and basic. Mainly because I'm just not feeling 100% while doing this. So yes, we'll turn this off and get on with it. Okay, so for the sound card, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Vibra 16. Just your run-of-the-mill basic sound card. This one does have the OPL on there, so step above some of the lower end budget cards out there. Be a nice one to go in here. Just kind of manage to get this thing inserted in here. Maybe. So now that's inserted in there, we will go ahead and boot this thing up and start installing the software for it, which I happen to use some older floppies and reformatted and put the installation files on there. So let's see what happens. Okay, we have it all back together here. So I just hit the reset on it to give you a full boot of the system. I was going to play a game on it. You know what? Let's do something different. Something that everybody can enjoy, really. And you will find out. It actually caught quite a bit of attention on Twitter when one of my friends on there posted on there, and I actually forgot about it. The thing is, I remember it from back in '93 too. Probably giving some hints here and there. But it won a symbol in Finland of '93. Now I know I've given it away. But unfortunately I don't have a Gravis or a Gus. Darn it. One more goal of many. So, let's do a demo. Now this one took quite a bit of effort to actually find it in a stash. I forgot it takes 2 floppies to get it moved over, but it is very well worth it. And one more caution on here, if you see a wasp flying around, I'm probably going to try to kill it. I'm allergic to them, and yeah, they do not belong in the shed. So, I will have the speakers turned on. Sadly, I don't have the Gus. Yeah, but we do have the Vibra, which should be decent on this. Have it high quality. I'm not going to do the demo loop. So, here we go. I'll adjust the camera to focus in better. And now that I'm awake again, no, I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching, and for everybody who has participated in the hashtag 486 build off. I am very grateful you have all joined in. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do another one. If I did, it would probably coincide with Septandy and hashtag 486 build off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one out in time. I might just do it just because. So, like I said, there really was no time frame on my Twitter for when you have to have everything in. So, yeah. I guess I'll follow my own rules, huh? So, I might just do it. It might be a couple days late. Oh well. So, with that, I bid you farewell. And until the next video, stay safe.